Guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I gained over 100 plus value in under a month. Okay, I know it might sound crazy, but it's possible. So if you do watch or have seen some of my YouTube shorts, you guys do see that I do post about my Adopt Me art commissions. So that's basically what I'm going to be talking about today, which is how I gained so much value off art commissions and how to start your own art commissions. Also, here are a few recent commissions that I've done, aka the trades I've done for commissions, just so you can kind of get the idea. Anyways, okay, so the first step I would say for starting up your own Adopt Me commissions is to definitely practice your art and figure out your art style before you open your commissions. Because if you don't, then if you show certain references, for example, you show a certain pose and then someone asks for that certain one and it looks different from the last time. And most people will notice that, so it's just good to practice and make sure that it looks like the art that you advertise them. But if you don't have any idea what avatar or poses that you want to practice, I would definitely suggest to go on Pinterest and search up cute core Roblox avatars or pose references. Okay, so step 2 kind of does follow step number 1, but step number 2 is to definitely make an example of your art. Basically, what I mean by that is when people do get commissions, they do ask sometimes for art examples, which could be recent commissions you've done, or as I said, art examples that you made specifically use as an example. But please make sure if you are sending art examples to people, I have experienced this myself, make sure to add your watermark over your artwork because there are some art thieves out there, okay? And make sure it's big and bold, okay? Don't make it one capacity, opacity, however the hell you say it. Make sure that it's either covering the whole art piece or it's a huge watermark. Because people will steal it no matter what. Okay, step number 3 on opening your Adopt Me commissions is to start off with a commission sheet and make sure to add your commission rules or requests. Because trust me, okay, I learned the hard way. A rule that I think everyone that starts commissions should have is for the person to give the items or the pets first before you do start the art. Because people do love to cancel on you or even just steal the sketch after you send it to them. So in my opinion, I definitely do think that payment first is definitely the way to go. Okay, step 4 is advertising your commissions. Now, honestly, I feel like you can do this on any social platform, but I do personally use YouTube and TikTok because those are just kind of my 2 main socials. But yeah, advertisement is definitely a big thing about starting Adopt Me commissions because you can't really spam it in game. I don't think anyone would answer. So advertising it online definitely does help a lot. I usually do to advertise my art is I usually just post a speed paint of a recent commission or an art example that I created. And then I put my looking fors at the bottom and then I put how much value I'm looking for my commissions. In my opinion, I think it's better that your advertisement is really straight up or straightforward, how I put how much value I want and what I'm specifically looking for, just so then people will get the idea. Okay guys, don't worry, we're almost there. You guys are already pros by now, oh my god. Okay, anyways, step number 5 to open your art commissions is to figure out the prices or the price range of your art. Now, I know most people struggle with that, so I'm going to be telling you how I figured out the price of my art and how you can too. So, how to find the price of your art is to definitely not care about what other people think, but at the same time, make sure that you're reasonable. I hope that makes sense. What I mean by that is if you're doing, you're just doing doodles or sketches of people's avatars and you want a shadow or a bat dragon for it, okay, listen, I know art is priceless, right? And art should definitely be worth more than an in-game pet. But if you're just doing small doodles or you're a beginner artist, you should definitely start with some maybe I'd say mid prices. What I mean by mid prices is maybe 10 to 30 value. But if you're maybe, selling rendered drawings, maybe 20 to 50. It really does matter on what are your advertising. And what I mean by don't care what people think is most people honestly don't understand the value of art, and for some reason think that 20 value on Adopt Me is worth more than a full rendered art piece. Like, what? So unfortunately, sometimes you are gonna get people like that, but honestly, I would suggest to just ignore them because, hey, you're the one that's getting the pets and they're getting nothing. Okay guys, the last step on how to do Adopt Me art commissions is to do art slots. What I mean by art slots are, pretend I can only do like 6 commissions a week. So I would only accept 6 commissions to do for that week and then open up my commissions again. Just so then you're not feeling stressed out or like having an art block because of how much you've done, and so your art doesn't look sloppy. What I mean by sloppy is, let's be real, okay? When we all have an art block, our art starts looking like dookie, okay? Hey guys, so now you know all the steps on how to open up your own Adopt Me art commissions. I'm gonna be telling you how I gained a lot of value off of art commissions. How I did was I don't accept any lowballs or hard to trade pets. What I mean by lowballs are, for example, like a bunch of low tier megas that are really hard to trade. For example, like mega camels or mega muskrats, like those kind of megas, or anything under the value that I'm looking for unless I'm really looking for it. Because the more you accept the pets or items that you don't want, the more you're gonna feel like you don't want to do it anymore, because you're basically just accepting things that you don't want just because someone asked you to do it. So make sure that if you really don't want the offer someone's offering you for a commission, make sure that you just decline politely and wait for the next one. Anyways guys, this is the end of the video. I hope this was helpful and you were able to open up your own art commissions. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. I'm in your